Hello, my name's Emma. I'm the Landscape Conservation Area Manager for North East Essex. Today I'd like to introduce you to my favourite bird species, the barn owl. Did you know that So first of all, I'm going to start by exploring the fields around my house to see if they might be suitable for barn owls. I'm looking for three key things: somewhere for them to sleep, somewhere for them to eat, and somewhere for them to raise their babies. Three main requirements, as with most wildlife. So let's see what we can find. This grassland may not look very exciting for wildlife, but it's full of hidden surprises. Let's take a closer look. These tussocks, these lumps and bumps in the grassland, are ideal hidey holes for small mammals that burrow into the base of them. Barn owls that feed off small mammals, particularly field voles, will fly over grassland like this, over the tussocks, searching for those small mammals. They listen for the smallest rustle, and when they hear that, they drop out of the sky, extend their legs with their talons, and scoop up a small mammal for their tea or to feed their youngsters. So we know that barn owls can feed around here, but can they sleep? Can they find somewhere to raise their youngsters? Barn owls like trees overlooking open spaces, ideally trees with cavities or hollows where they can hunker down, safe from the wind and rain, and raise their youngsters in safety. Let's see what we can find. Starting with this tree just behind the house, it's a good height. It's got some branches for barn owls to roost on, to perch on. And just scanning that way, it looks over open space and grassland, so perfect in terms of their aspect. But sadly, no chance of yet raising young. There's no hollows or cavities that I can find in this tree. This tree isn't likely to appeal to barn owls. It's set back in the hedgerow, which means that in the summer months the surrounding trees will be in full leaf, which will obscure the line of sight for a barn owl and make it unsuitable and unattractive for them. These trees are far too small. Now these trees look a bit more promising. Large trees, lots of limbs to perch on, looking out over open space. Not too many signs of cavities, unfortunately, so very limited for nesting, but certainly we could see them roosting here. So today we found suitable feeding sites and suitable roosting sites, but sadly no sign of a decent nesting site for barn owls around here. However, that's where Essex Wildlife Trust and other organisations come in. They've been working with landowners, designing and installing nest boxes across the county to support those barn owls, to give them somewhere to nest safely. So why do I and so many other people love barn owls? There are over 40 names in the English language alone for barn owls, everything from billywise, hobgoblin, hewlet, ghost owl, death owl and many, many more. In addition, there are legends galore across the world about barn owls. The Zuni tribe believe that a barn owl feather placed in a cot will protect an infant. Aboriginal people in Australia believe that barn owls take away the spirits of Aboriginal women when they pass away. Legend has it that barn owls used to be able to whisper false truths, like the serpent in Adam and Eve. In medieval Yorkshire, they believed that you could make a broth out of barn owl bones to cure whooping cough, blindness and even drunkenness. Now obviously these are very subjective and we don't recommend that you try any of these at home. But joking aside, I truly believe that we name what's important to us, and so many names and so many legends and stories and connections to important events, to deaths, to births, to health, really says a lot about the value that we place upon barn owls and how long they've been part of our lives. These myths, these names, they go back centuries and they travel the globe. They exist on almost every continent. So that tells us how long and how important barn owls have been intertwined with human life on Earth, and why perhaps we value them so dearly. So what happened? So I hope you've enjoyed